Hi guys, and welcome back to MySTV. My name is Anthony, and today we're looking at love grammar. Specifically, a word that is very, very common in English and very important for you to learn. This word is either, or you can pronounce it as either. You will hear it in many different scenarios, and because it's so flexible, many Italians avoid using it in sentences because they don't have the confidence, but have no fear. In this video, we'll teach you how to use it like a pro. So let's kick off with the meaning. Now, either is used as a conjunction, an adverb, or a pronoun. If that sounds confusing, then don't worry. The context will help you to understand how it's being used in every situation. Let's look at some examples and the structure. The first example is of a conjunction. Now, the conjunction is either or . We use this expression when we describe the concept of choice, specifically the only two choices that are possible in a situation. For example, either we go to the cinema or we go to the pub. Obviously the pub. But be careful though, there is a negative form that is equally as common. Neither nor. I'd love to come to the cinema with you, but I have neither time nor money at the moment. Or I like neither meat nor fish. Remember though, you must be so careful to only use one negative per clause. For example, you can say something like, I like neither coffee nor tea, or I don't like either coffee or tea. It's exactly the same, but only one negative is used in both of those situations. Let's move on to talk about pronouns. Now, in English, we also use either as a pronoun in negative statements when we want to refer back to things, people, or situations that we just mentioned. An example for you. I was going to cook steak or fish last night, but in the end, I didn't cook either. We ordered sushi instead. So the either there is referring back to the meat or fish. What I mean here is that the option of cooking steak and the option of cooking fish were not selected. So, you can cook for me tomorrow night then. Again, you could also use neither instead, but remember, one negative per clause. For example, she couldn't remember the name of either man, or she could remember the name of neither man. The last one has the negative. Adverbs. Now, you can also use either in the place of also or me too in situations where you are adding an extra piece of information, but it is a negative. For example, you haven't been to Paris, have you? No, I haven't either. So I am agreeing with the first person, but about a negative. Another example. I don't want to go for a Chinese or an Indian. Do you? No, I don't either. So again, I am agreeing with that negative. It communicates the idea of similarity. I don't agree with you, but I don't want to argue with you. If you're not sure where to put it in the sentence, then place it at the end. Either. Feeling confident? Good. Let's do a test to see if you've understood it well. Answer the questions when they appear on the screen. You can pause the video if you need time, or if you want to get a pen and paper, or rewind the video to watch it again, please do so. So, we'll go with question number 1. What is the correct version of this sentence? I haven't been to France, neither. Which is correct? I haven't either been to France. I haven't been to France either. or I have neither been to France? A, B, or C? Take a moment, think, pause the video. What's the answer? It is B. If you answered C, then you are grammatically correct, but nobody really says this in the modern world. It sounds very Victorian. I have neither been to France. Too formal. In the modern world, we typically put the either at the end of the sentence. Number 2. Rewrite this sentence in the alternative form. I didn't see both the manager or the waiter. Think. Write it down if you're writing. Got it? The answer is, I didn't see the manager or the waiter either. Both is not correct as the original sentence has a negative context. And you remember, we use either in these negative situations. I didn't see him and I didn't see the other one either. Number 3. Write the alternative form of this. I haven't been to Spain or France before. Think. Right. Which is more correct? The answer is, I have been to neither Spain nor France before. Again, like I said earlier, neither itself is quite formal, quite professional. The original sentence is more commonly used in general conversation, but both are grammatically correct. Practice this, write lots of examples, but yes, remember that you can use either as a conjunction, either or you could use it as an adverb, or you could also use it as a pronoun to refer back to something. Practice, practice, write lots of examples, and I hope that it was useful for you. Now, that is all well and good, but seeing it in use often helps you to understand better. So, let's go to our in use section.
Have you heard from John? I haven't heard from him.
No, me neither.
Really?
He was supposed to text us earlier, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's what he told me too.
Either he's too busy or he's forgotten, because he is supposed to, for tonight's dinner, he's supposed to bring the wine.
I know, he's supposed to bring the beer too.
Either we try and call him again, or we could just go to the supermarket ourselves. He always
Let's
forgets.
I know, let's just go ourselves.
Okay, I think at this point it's the easiest. I wonder if they actually did do that party. But anyway, here is a short recap for you guys. Remember, you can use either in 3 different situations. You can use it either when you are talking about the concept of choice between 2 different things. Either you do this or you do this. You can use it as a pronoun to refer back to a previous person. So I didn't see the waiter or the chef. I didn't see either of them. Or you could also use it in a negative when you're referring back to something and you want to show this negation. So, did you go to the gym yesterday? No. Did you? No, I didn't either. I hope that was useful for you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and switch on the bell icon to receive notifications of when we upload our next video. My name is Anthony, this is MySTV. See you next time.